Forget the toys you remember from the mid-2000s. We just landed a Super Sentai collection so massive, it's the fullest our Power Ranger section has ever been. From the chrome of Time Ranger to the high-quality DecaRanger and Boukenger sets, these are the definitive versions of the toys we grew up with. We're diving into a wall of near-mint history, including rare Korean box variants to Shinkinger.
We've got a very large collection here of Super Sentai Megazords. Some killer stuff in this collection. I was pretty impressed, honestly, with the sheer size of the Super Sentai collection. Normally, we don't get Sentai stuff in super often. When we do, it's like a piece or two. So the scale of this collection was really impressive to me, and the condition that it all was in. I mean, it's a lot of modern, but there's Go-Onger, there's Shinkinger, Go-Sager. The oldest stuff I believe I saw was Time Ranger. In Japan, I believe that was 99. So the client that brought in the collection was an older gentleman. This was his son's stuff, who has since moved, so he didn't quite know what it was. So at first he thought it was Transformers. Actually, I take that back. In here, the oldest thing is there is a O-Ranger thing right there. I don't know the Japanese terms. I'm more of a Power Ranger guy, but still seeing a lot of the Sentai stuff is cool. To us, you know, we were like, oh, that's kind of funny. And we could kind of see where, you know, someone who would not know the difference could understand why looking at the boxes and seeing multiple things transform, why it would be Transformers, but it's not. Go-Onger right here. This was so much better than what we got in America. A lot of the toys in the early years shared the same molds as America. We had the same molds for all the Zords and everything, but then as time went on, we started to see different molds. And then the Megazords in Japan were just so much cooler. So we're gonna go through everything, take a look, confirm completeness and whatnot, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's that set. This is the Japanese counterpart for the Bandai America video we just did on the super rare set. This was the Japanese versions from Time Ranger. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is clean, ladies and gentlemen. That is shiny and bright, and
it's even got the chrome handle.
It's got the chrome handle. So the other difference that someone had pointed out in the video that I was not aware of was that the chrome hilt is different. On the Japanese version, I believe that it is the way it should have been, but for whatever reason, America they did a slight variation of it that, again, I was not aware of. Just wanted to point that out because this is the Japanese version. So this is, I guess, the definitive version that America looked at or should have looked at for all of the correctness, because they tend to do the Zords right. You know, in America, we did better with action figures, and they always did better with the robot stuff. This is one of Mason's favorites.
Yep.
Samurai Sentai Shinkinger, very cool. Bandai America's version of this sucked. It was horrible. You could not even transform Yellow Zord as you're supposed to, because for one of the combinations, you need it to fold like that for the big Megazord. They gave, America did it just like this, so I don't understand why, if they could do pinks like that, they could not do yellows. But yeah, everything's looking complete. Everything's looking the way it should. Everything looks like it was kept really nice, all the manuals. Oh, this is interesting. So this is the America release in 2012 or 2011. We got shipped over Shinkenger that was available at Toys R Us, and the only difference that I'm aware of was there's supposed to be like this little band that goes around the box to just kind of say Power Rangers 20-year anniversary, and you can obviously tell with the manual that it is that version, but I believe the Zord is the exact same, and it's just the Japanese one shipped over. Everything was pretty close to near mint. Now we start getting to the really, really good stuff, or the really cool stuff to me is the DecaRanger stuff. This was 2004, I believe, in Japan, because S.P.D for us was 2005. The Zords, I believe, are the same. Very, very cool. Let's take a look. So this is my first time actually seeing the Japanese one in person. So I don't remember if anything went here or if anything should go there. Yeah, the sword and the pistol, I think, are missing from this set. So something else wanted to clarify was earlier in the video, you will see that I initially thought the DecaRanger Megazord was missing the sword. Completely forgot that the leg panel on green slides open and reveals the gun and the blade. And that was something that completely blanked on, that Mason actually pointed out. So look at this. Original Japanese stickers. Chance, look at the chrome on that, dude. Do you see how chrome that is? That is like factory new, almost looking from 2004. We have parts to the American one of this in the back that we have not been able to complete. And for whatever reason, this one's looking like it might be a little different. This one just looks nicer. I'm not sure if that's just the condition that it's in. I would have to compare the two, but this one looks like a lot better than the American one. This one looks good. Other than that, the collection was really nice. The instruction manuals are there. The chrome was always, you know, on all of them really, really clean. Another Shinkinger. Let's see here. Yeah, we're looking good. Now this one is 100% different than the one that we got in America. It's just way better. I believe you can actually take the disc out somehow.
It's electronics, I think also.
It does have electronics, lights and sounds. It's way, way cooler. Other than myself, obviously, Mason.
So we just got this Power Rangers collection, and man, it is crazy.
Likes some seasons. Shinkinger is really big for him, or Samurai. Kent likes S.P.D.
You into Power Rangers at all?
I am, but I'm not like a super nerd about it. I don't like retain a lot of information. I just kind of watch it. My favorite is S.P.D. by far. I've always loved the vibe of the show. Like, I don't know what it is. I like the fact that they're like cops because, you know, it's in the name Power Rangers, you know. It kind of just clicks for me, but I also like the Zords. I like the guns. It's cool.
The oldest piece right here, this is O-Ranger. In America, this is Warrior Wheel. I don't know the name, the Japanese one. This one looks very clean. I just wanted to quickly see if there was a difference. Yeah, so other than the chrome being a little bit cleaner and a little bit nicer, this is the exact same toy. Go-Busters, which was Beast Morphers in America, and we ended up getting that later than when it aired in Japan. I believe it was 2012 when it aired in Japan. Again, this one looks good. It's got the little guy. This, I mean, obviously is for the Zord, from my understanding. He might have been his own character on the show. I have not seen Go-Busters. Yeah, so he is his own, like, yeah, that's where I've seen him. Boukenger, Overdrive in America. I know for a fact that these Zords are different. I had the Bandai America Zord growing up in 2007 and it sucked. Even then I thought it sucked. This one looks like, I guess, brand new. This one looks like it was never played with. The instructions are still taped to the plastic here, so that's a good sign. This is the main Megazord for Boukenger. This is, again, where I keep saying this, but this is really where you can tell that the quality dropped for Bandai America. This is my first time seeing this in person, but of course I've seen videos and other reviews. Yeah, I mean, it's smaller for sure. Like, I know that that's one of the biggest difference. The amount of chrome, the amount of detail, just holding this feels a lot higher quality than the one I had as a kid in 2007. This Zord is tiny compared to the one that we got in America. This one just looks better. It just looks a lot nicer. You could actually like put on the helmet. In America, it was just a big piece and there was like a thing where it lit up or something, but this one looks complete. The chrome looks good. It's got some more Shinkinger stuff. These were different add-ons that you could use for the Zords. Let's see. We did get these in America. We did not get the discs, however, with them, so these are cool. Yeah, this one's looking good. I'm gonna speed up a little bit and quickly go through these other ones just because I got a lot more to go through. Wow, okay, this one is very different than Japan. This one looks a lot bigger and the chrome on there is nice. Disc is in there, the disc is awesome. I'm expecting all of these to be complete. You know, we still have to double check. Condition's been great. Manuals have been there. Octo Zord. Yeah, this one is way, 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 way bigger than what we got.
He's actually got the ear flaps.
The disc.
Disc actually has flaps, which is pretty crazy.
In America, it was just a molded piece. That's really satisfying. I'll have to check that. Legacy Morpher. Classic, all 5 coins. I see the manual back there. Other one I'm gonna grab here right off the bat. Legacy Dragon Dagger. This thing is awesome. I remember I got this at Toys R Us when it came out. Again, super cool. I think those are the only two American things in here, other than the box that had the helmets in it. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. So you could buy the Zords that I had mentioned earlier for Boukenger separate, but I guess here they had them as a 2-pack. We've had this set before, but we had the version where these were separate. When we first got this collection, and this was the first thing I grabbed out of the box that I immediately wanted to open and take a look at. So I've already verified this being complete, but I had the 2009 American version. This is way better. The engine cells were so much better. They light up. The Zords had more detail and everything like that. So this is a way better version for that. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Interesting. So Korea did the boxes, I think, a little bit different, but other than that, they are the same as the Bandai Japan version. How I was able to know was this logo down here, and I believe the text on it. I do believe this is also the Korean version. The logo here gives it away. I don't remember if the front of the Japanese box had the card displayed on the front. Again, the front text, I believe, is Korean. So cool. All right, guys, so we've got all of the Power Ranger stuff, or Super Sentai for this matter, up here. Massive, massive wall. This is probably the most full that we have ever seen the case. You guys may notice as you come in, some of the Megazords that were in the video are not going to be out on display. We've already sold the DecaRanger main Megazord, and we're going to talk about the ones that are not going to be for sale here in the store, but they're going to be on our eBay page. These two are the Korean box variants. They had lower production numbers as far as the boxes being printed with Korean writing, and that makes them considerably more expensive. For those who have visited the store may recall that we have this guy. This is the Bandai Japan with Korean box art. It is significantly more expensive, so it's been harder for us to move on the store, and we have a wider market on eBay, so that's kind of going to explain these. They're all still going to be available. Second Chance Toys on eBay. All the others are going to be out on the store, so please come and see us, guys.